And welcome back, everyone, to Overtime. Again, our special guest, five-time state championship head football coach at St. Joseph High School, John Baker. 5 titles in 7 years, coach. And I know you got into it, of course, to win state titles, but as far as getting into coaching, period, how did it all begin for you as far as that transition and why this profession?
I've always known that's what I wanted to do. It's just been a calling. It's something that, when I was in college and, I knew I wanted to teach. I wanted to help young men, to achieve their goals. And, it just worked out for me.
And you've been doing it now for 23, 24?
23 years.
23 years. So when you got into it, you say you were in it for the long haul?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. It's my life. That's all, you come to my house on a Saturday, that's all it'll be on. It's football, it's Sunday football, Monday football, that's.
And Notre Dame football, too. I know
absolutely.
You have a fixation for the Fighting Irish, Fighting Irish from South Bend.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Are you starting to think life after coaching, or is this something that you can see yourself doing for another 20 years?
I hope so. God willing, I could do it for another 20 years. It's I think I'm in it for the right things, and a lot of people ask you, Coach, what kind of team you gonna have this year? What kind of team you gonna have this year? Well, ask me in about 10 years. See how these young men grow up. See what they become. See if we've taught them anything about becoming a man. And what teamwork's all about and accountability is all about. Right. And that's what makes it so special.
Yeah, and I know these championships mean a lot to you, but how much more does the impact that you have on lives mean to you in terms of not everybody's going to go play college football that you coach. Not everybody's going to, be able to become that next great superstar on the next level. But at the same time, they can become superstars, family life, superstars running their own businesses, or doctors or lawyers or even teachers or coaches, whatever. But how does that make you feel, especially after doing it 20 years now, when you have young men come back? And perhaps I'm sure you get a lot of thank you coaches for what you've done and the seed that you helped plant at an early age.
Absolutely. Makes it all worth it, When you see a former players come back and now he's a father and he owns a company, or he has a good job and he's making it work and he's a leader in the community. That's what it's all about.
And putting this in historical context as well, Coach, are you chasing anything? And we kind of touched on this before we started actually with our interview, but as far as historical context, anything that you're chasing, trying to accomplish on this run that you've had, 5 state titles in 7 years, and I know you want more.
Oh yeah, definitely. You want to maintain what you got, and you want to keep, producing, outstanding young men and great football teams. But yeah, Bill Hurst is the winningest football coach in the state of Mississippi, and he has 13 of them. I'd like to get to that one day, God willing, but, we'll see where it goes.
Wow. And in terms of what you got coming back for next year, you think you got another championship run in you, or this is going to be kind of a year to rebuild and see what you can do before you start putting, I guess, the cart before the horse?
We're returning a lot of offensive starters next year. Matter of fact, it's going to be flipped from last year. We'll return 9 offensive starters, but we're going to be lacking in the defense department. We're going to have some young guys step up, play some key defensive positions. It's hard to replace Alex Foster or Mikael Jones on the defensive line. They did very well all year. And was in the backfield. Just about every play. Hard to replace something like that, but we got guys that are in the system that have been part of the process. Hopefully, going to step up and take that challenge and then be good ball players.
All right. Well, Coach, you touched on some of those players. We're going to touch on some individuals in particular coming up in the next segment. You've got 2 guys right now on the Division I level and have made a name for themselves nationally. And matter of fact, one's getting ready to gear up for the college football playoff. I'm going to touch bases with those guys when we return. Coach John Baker of St. Joe right here on your Overtime. We'll be right back.